Not exactly an intro to me going live today, but that's how I'm feeling. Also, I know I got a pimple on the side of my face, so what you gonna do about it? Everyone has acne. Everyone gets acne, even when you're an adult. That is all I can say. But anyways, three, two, one, action. Hello, welcome back to my live stream. Happy Sunday to everyone who will show up here on my live stream for today. Yeah, so for today, basically, I decided to attempt to see if I can draw another humanoid with wings and horns. That is literally my attempt for today. That is my that is my attempt for today to try and sketch. I already got it sketched out. I just got to figure out a way to put it all together and see how it looks. I'm positive that I have done something like this before, attempted to draw something with wings and horns before, or maybe not, I don't know. That is just how my mind is sometimes. Honestly, if you know me, my mind just, it goes in one direction, then it goes in another. That is all I can say. So, anyways, yeah. So while I am sketching out this humanoid horned creature with wings, let's talk about what is going on. So obviously, also, from what you can tell by the title of this live stream, I wrote down everything's going crazy, but I'm drawing. Meaning, currently, right now, here in America, everything's going crazy. And the reason why I say that is because I had, when I got home and decided to go on social media to relax and doom scroll for a little bit before I had lunch or anything else, I had saw that on social media that once again, America is just falling apart. I came across this one post somebody had made talking about how the news is saying they're very disappointed in the fact that kids between the ages of 15 and 19 aren't having kids. Let that sit. That's happening in America right now. That's apparently a discussion. Like, what? Please, someone tell me this has to be a joke. Okay? Please tell me that what I just saw on the news, because I literally just sat down and turned on my device and scrolled on social media. And that was the first thing I saw. After working so. I cannot handle it. Hello, how are you doing today? Yeah, so currently, right now, if you're wondering what I'm drawing, so I'm currently trying to draw it's supposed to be like a humanoid horned creature with wings. So this is what I got so far. This is what I got so far. So, yeah. Thank you. I decided to go for today's route. Basically, I decided to go with attempting to see if I can at least draw or first off, no. So normally before I start doing the outlines, obviously I sketch first because I figured, work my way up, right? Work my way up. Just work my way up. Oh, your name's Connor? Hi, Connor. How you doing today? And afterwards, I just try to like outline as much as possible and then later try to see if I can add the designs to it. So, yeah. So here's what I got now. Yeah. So overall, today's drawing is just, well, grab a pencil and grab some paper. We're drawing humanoid creatures today. So yesterday I had drawn a humanoid alien with like four eyes. I know this because I had posted about it. I posted it on my account here, so you can always go back, check it out, and tell me what you think. And well, today we have this. We have this little creature right here. And I was just about to try to see if I can add some color to it. But first, I'm considering, I don't know, I'm, I'm just trying to make sure. Let's see. This person says, "How are you, dear? I am fine. Until I sat down and saw on social media what Fox News had said, that basically makes me think America now has almost zero brain cells." Yeah. More specifically, the Trump administration. Basically, anybody who's voted for Trump makes me want to smack them in the face with a book. That is all I could say. Okay, here's the thing though. I don't condone violence. I don't condone violence. But in this case, why do people make it impossible just to breathe for 1 second? Like, show me a video of a cat playing a piano. Like, that's it. Show me that. The first thing that appears on my social media. Not what I just saw on Fox News talking about how teenagers are supposed to be getting married and pregnant just because the birth rate went down. I can't. I just can't. Hey, Stray Kids lover, how you doing? Yeah, Donald Trump, no, I don't like. I don't know why. My general question is nobody seeing this? Like, okay, let me just back up and explain what happened. So I come home. I came home. I came home. I sat on my bed. Decided to open up TikTok and doom scroll. Okay. Oh, you just started drawing. Way to go. Way to go, Stray Kids lover. I'd sat down to open up my phone, and the first thing I see on TikTok is that Fox News is upset because the birth rate has declined significantly, and they're forcing teenagers to have babies when the teenagers are still kids. What the hell? You have got to be kidding me. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to like use profanity, but that's just how I'm feeling. Like, are you kidding me? Like, that is the most stupidest debate I have ever thought of, or thought that Fox News or the Trump administration would have ever thought to think of. Like, I mean, I'm not trying to get into it and all. I'm not trying to like be all political and stuff, but it's just that why? Why? Why is Fox News talking about how they're upset that the birth rate of teenagers having children has declined? They're acting as if it's like a bad thing. But that's a good thing. Because you know what? That means there's actually parents or parent, determining on, if you have parents or just one parent, that's actually teaching their kids the responsibilities of birth control. Like, it's just, uh, I, I just don't get it. I just don't get it. I just do not get it. Okay? Okay? I just don't get it. I don't get it. Why is why is it an issue that teenagers aren't having kids? Okay? That's a good thing. Okay? That's a good thing. Okay? Last I checked, teenagers not getting pregnant was a good thing. Like, because for many reasons. One, a teenager is, from what I've understood, or basically understand, they're not 100% financially ready for a kid at that young of an age. Two, they're still kids themselves. And three, they're kids. They are kids. Teenagers are kids. Okay? Kids should not be focusing on helping the planet by agreeing to birth more kids. Kids are supposed to be kids. They're supposed to go outside. They're supposed to play with their friends. They're supposed to be kids. They're supposed to go to school. They're supposed to just be kids. I mean, last I checked, a kid is a kid who should just be a kid, okay? And I don't think kids, like, I just don't get it. I just don't get it, okay? I just don't get it. Like, to everyone here, to everyone who's voted for Trump, let me just tell you, okay? And I don't know who's watching this. If you voted for Trump, just know you encouraged this. You, the person who voted for Trump, you encourage the you encourage this idea that teenagers should get pregnant, okay? And it has nothing to do with you. If you say something, oh, but it involves with, Christianity and blah blah blah. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Okay? No, 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 no. Okay? Teenagers are supposed to be teenagers, okay? And yes, once in a while, a teenager will have a child at like 15, 16, 17 years old, okay? And quite frankly, yeah, that's a scenario that nobody wants to be in. But the fact that people who voted for this man want or apparently believe in this, which, mind you, teenage pregnancy is a bad thing, but sometimes, there are certain parents who refuse to parent their kid on this steady subject. Because a lot of times, from what I understand, a lot of parents just don't feel comfortable having the conversation. Now, listen, I can understand that it must be a difficult conversation. Okay, I don't have children. Okay, I don't have children at the moment. Okay, and in this economy right now in America, that's actually a blessing because I'm already paying like my own bills. I'm going to my job. I'm also trying to focus on both my health, my mental health, my physical health, basically my well-being, okay? And yes, I'm in my 20s. I'm almost 25. In about a month I'm going to be 25. But like you can't but like you have to have the conversation. The conversation with your teenager about teen pregnancies because that's actually one of very conversations. And I can understand where like you would be coming from if you won't feel comfortable talking about it. But like understand that teenage pregnancy is a thing and it's better for both the child and you to be safe now than sorry later. That is all I can say. But yeah. Hello. Happy almost birthday. Oh, thank you. Yeah, sorry about the rant. I just had to say that because please explain, please, because I don't know what's going on in America right now, okay? And the fact that apparently people are going around, Fox News is saying stuff like, the teenage birth rate has dropped, and they're looking at it like a bad thing when it's supposed to be a good thing, because you know what that means, right? You know what that means. There's actually teenagers who are learning and being taught about the safety of teenage pregnancy and sex. That's all I'm gonna say. But just understand that, okay? Just understand that, okay? And I can understand that it can be a difficult conversation to have if you're a parent, but like I said, it's better to have the conversation with them now and to be safe than not have the conversation with them and have them be sorry and have someone basically like learn them to not say no. Hold on, sorry. I need to fix this lighting. I kid you not. So currently right now, I know for like a while the background of like the lighting is crazy. It's because the sun keeps going in and out, and that is all I can say. You look like you need antidepressants. Yeah, sure, we'll go with that. You need to fix the hair. Wow. Hater. So glad to see a proud gay man out of the closet. Well, I'm a proud bisexual, but thank you. And same to you. What's up? How's work? Work has been, well, let's see. Yesterday I worked like about 6 hours, and today I almost got 6 hours in. If I stayed an extra 10 minutes, I would have had six. But work has been okay. Not too crazy. We did have to get over the hump of Easter, which by the way, holidays, okay, holidays at a hotel, working at a hotel during the holidays can get pretty chaotic, okay? And but today though, I did have to go and buy some milks. You heard that right. I had to get money out of my paycheck and put milks in for tomorrow because we ran out of milks and we don't get a new shipping until tomorrow afternoon. But we need milks for tomorrow, so and from what I've understood, my coworker, he did the last one when I think he said he bought the butter. But yeah, for now though, I had taken care of the milks and I did text my manager about getting some yogurts because we are running pretty low on yogurts. I kid you not. It's almost like, here's the thing though. Last week when I was at my job, okay? Last week when I was at my job, an hour before I was supposed to close the breakfast area, we had basically ran out of milk. And I had to apologize and had to basically tell people they could use some juices or something like that, or coffee, but that's about it. So I felt bad, and yeah, I caught my own. Yeah, and now, I have to. I pray that I get paid back because it's weird though because I had bought food. It was for $10. Okay, $10. And then when I checked the delivery fee, here's the thing though. Everything was fine. $10 was perfectly okay for me. I'm willing to spend $10. $10 ain't a problem. But the delivery fee was $8. And that was apparently including a tip, and the tip, like the change, I ended up having to give the person $10. So I spent $28. Ugh. Yeah, let's just say today my finances are currently just crazy and I'm just trying to get to payday. That is all I can say. Are you an artist? I guess you can say that. Yes. Am I like Picasso level or anyone else like that, like a famous artist? Obviously not, but you know. I like what I draw. I like what I draw. I like the characters I make. I mostly do draw humanoids. I mostly draw humanoid figures, and sometimes I like to add a little bit of details to them. Like some, I'll do like with horns, or some will do like with wings, or some will do like, so like yesterday I had like these crazy, like, I want to say they were like lashes or something, or they were like lines. I posted it, so you can go and check it out if you'd like. But anyways, yeah, so I yeah, I really do love drawing. I even did like a sketch video last year. I posted a sketch video last year, and I've been needing to like figure out a way to do another one because I kid you not, I need to I need to do that. That is something that I've been wanting to do or try and do, but I need to figure out a story. So here's the thing though. Basically, the from the first sketch video that I posted on here, it was based on basically like a true event that happened to me, except the part where apparently there was like a shadowy figure in the background. That was just more like for dramatic effect. Um, but anyways, so basically it tells the story about how I had a dream that I was camping, and then I heard a figure outside my tent, and then I woke up and I realized I was in my room and it was all a dream. But I wanted to add like a little bit of like a dramatic ending, so basically I added like the drawing of like a shadowy figure just like holding its hand like close to the window while my head is turned the other direction. And basically, I'm just like, okay, la di da, it's having a good morning. And basically, well, the shadow figure is outside my window trying to get in or see me. So, yeah. So, do I want to try and see if I can like make another one? I have a few ideas. I've been thinking of like a few ideas that I want to do. So like I did have another event that happened to me like a few weeks ago or like a month or so ago that I've been thinking about. So, bro, can you stop talking and respond to me? Okay, I'm sorry. Hello, how are you doing today? Are you having a good day? Are you Christian, bro? Am I Christian? Well, I do believe that there's a heaven, there's a hell, and I do believe that there is a God and a devil. Um, and I do pray, um, I do pray each morning. It helps me a little bit because I feel like it just helps me with like my sanity a little bit. I know that sounds weird, but it does. Ah, not the lighting again. Are you kidding me? Please tone it down. My blinds are closed, by the way. My blinds are shut. Okay? My blinds are shut, and somehow the sun is still able to get right through. Ugh. That is, yeah. Hello. Hello, how are you doing? Can you draw Spider-Man? Maybe like next time. But anyways, so yeah, so here's what I got so far, just by the way. Here's what I got. That tub light is hurting my brain. Picasso who? Yeah, I'm no Picasso, okay? I'm no Picasso. I'm no Picasso. I am no I'm no Leonardo Da Vinci. Oh, hopefully I said his name right. I'm sorry. Does anyone else do that? Like they confuse like Leonardo da Vinci with Leonardo DiCaprio? Like, hold on. Has anyone here ever actually confused the artist's name with the actor? Because I have done that a lot. I have done that a lot. Okay? I have done that a lot, and let me just say, it is it is a terrible habit that I need to work on. I need to work on that, okay? I Now I'm not saying like there hasn't been moments where I actually been able to correct myself, but or I did have to correct myself. Actually, I had to correct myself a lot. I had to correct myself a lot when I say Leonardo Da Vinci. I always have to like try and actually remember. So yeah, that is all I can say. Now, if I was to be compared to Leonardo DiCaprio, I mean, you have got to be kidding me. I could never be, Leonardo DiCaprio, okay? I can never be, okay? I don't know why, but actually, I do know why, because I'm not him, okay? I am me, you are you, okay? Yeah. Sorry, somebody keeps showing up on questions, okay? Let's see here. What are the questions? Let's see. How long have you been a homosexual? I'm a bisexual. I've been bisexual since I turned 20. Well, that's when I came out. Um, so I guess you can say like I'm 50% homosexual, which there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, what's what's so wrong about it? Okay? Honestly, in this day and age, what's so wrong about being gay? Nothing wrong with being gay, okay? Nothing wrong, okay? And if you got a problem with it, then say la vie. Let's see. Failure to take. What? I'm starting to. I don't know why people try to troll me like that. Oh my god. OMG. We buy twins. Yep. However, though, the story of how I became, well, not became, but the story when I realized I was bisexual was kind of weird. Basically, it just involved me going to a party. There was a guy in my art class when I was like 20, and we had kissed. And basically, later, I found out that dude had a boyfriend, and I left because I did not want to be a homewrecker. That's basically like the short version. There was a guy, I was at a party, the guy came up to me, he kissed me. Well, actually, he got close, he kissed me, and then, well, that's when I found out he had a boyfriend. And I left because I didn't want to be a homewrecker. So that's my story. What's yours? Like, I always tell this to people, like, there's nothing wrong. I mean, actually, there was something wrong. I should have seen, like, a bunch of red flags. Like, I don't know why. I should have, like, seen the red flags. I should have just seen the red flags. But here's the thing, though. With me, though, because obviously, and this is just 100% truthful, okay? For me, I was somebody who caught nobody's eye, okay? Nobody had ever really looked at me like they wanted me to be their boyfriend. Okay? Nobody. Because you know why? I basically looked, well, I was 100% a nerd. Okay? I had the glasses, I had the face, I had the clothing. Yeah. But all I can say is, yeah. And people picked on me and bullied me because when I was a kid, I was obsessed with aliens and Bigfoot, which apparently to them they found it weird, but yet when I was a kid back then, people were more fascinated by Twilight. Meanwhile, I was watching Animal Planet and hoping for the newest episode of Finding Bigfoot. So, yeah, and I'd always want to stay up on Sundays trying to see like where's Bigfoot. Okay? But and also I watched a lot of animation as a kid. I watched a lot of animation. I watched a lot of animation as a kid and I do not regret it. My favorite show to watch was Ben 10. There you go. Let's see. What age are you? I am 24, but I'll be 25 in a month. So, Yep. Oh, even when you're a mother too. Yeah, that's perfectly fine, okay? There are parents that watch animation from what I've understood. Um, I don't think it could be weird. Like, here's the thing though. The day that I have a kid, I am going to take my child, okay? And I'm gonna say, this is what your dad used to watch. This is when animation was actually good before AI took over and basically made it look like, you want to go outside. Okay. Hello. So yeah, if you were to tell, yeah, if I were to tell you, like, I would obviously do that. I mean, I would also like show, I would also, if I did have a kid, I would also show my kid like all the weirdness of like, just being yourself and there's nothing wrong. And if people think you're weird, then just it's weird. You're weird, I'm weird. Everybody's life is weird, okay? This world is weird. It doesn't make any sense at all. That is all I can say. Yeah. And here's the thing though, and like I said, if I did have a kid, like if I did have a kid like 10 years in the future, I would obviously be like, okay, you're going to be watching some old cartoon shows or old cartoons from the early 2000s because I was born in 2001 and this is when animation was good. Also, you are going to see why I love Italian food. I don't know why. I feel like I'm basically. I feel like I'm sounding like one of those parents who forces their kid to like what they like, just so that way they can like have something to bond with their kid with. Like, like here's the thing though. I mean, I would never want to do that, obviously, because I know for a fact, like when kids get older, they're gonna have like different interests and different hobbies. But you know what? That's perfectly fine. Oh, you've been ignored always, even now? What's your advice? Well, I've been ignored a lot, and when I do get attention or like a slimmer of attention, I'm just like, what do I do? They're looking at me, they're talking to me, they're talking to me, like the person's talking to me, like and not ignoring me. What do I do? Like, that's where my mind goes, and then I just say something random like, do you like dipping your pretzels in cheese? And then I think I'd say something like, do you like grilled cheese? Yeah. Um, yeah. I would obviously be so awkward. Because here's the thing, though, I'm normally not awkward around people that I do know, but a stranger, I'm just like, what do I say? What do I do? Yeah, so recently there was a new person at my job, and this person is obviously starting out, and I wanted them to feel very special. So at the end, like when we were ending for breakfast, I came up to them and said, "Hey, so the coffee area is open all day. But would you like me to get you some cinnamon rolls? We still got some left over." And they said yes. And basically I said, "How many would you like?" And well, how many? He says, "How many are there?" I said, "There's three." He says, "I'll take two." And then I went back, I got two, and basically be like, "Here you go. Welcome to the team." This is me as an adult, by the way. This is me trying to have an adult conversation with another adult. Okay? Hold on, what time is it? Oh, it's 3:54. Sorry, I'm checking the time. This is me as an adult, by the way. I am just. Here's the thing though, I thought my adult years would be a lot better or I'd understand them a lot more. But instead, I'm just like the weirdest adult I think I've ever met. And I think people might think I'm insane. Oh, am I gay? Am I gay? I'm bisexual, but thank you. But thank you. Thank you very much. Um, Listen, if you're gay, that's perfectly fine. Gay, bi, straight, trans, asexual, pansexual, non-binary. There's nothing wrong with you, okay? Just know that. However, though, if you do have, I don't know why, but I feel like I only don't like people with their assholes. That is all. That is my one rule, okay? I cannot be friends with someone who's completely horrible. Okay? If you're horrible, no, get away. I'm just like, bye. Are you bisexual? Yes, that means I like women and men. Okay? Okay? And yes, I have. Sorry, I dropped my pencil while I was trying to sharpen my pencil. Why you act like me? It's terrifying. What are you talking about? Are you saying I act like the same way you do? And I don't even know you. Can you say hi? Hello. Yeah, so yeah, so basically I am an adult who likes to draw, likes to do fun videos. Sometimes the videos on here are either like short videos or songs or vlogs or just me drawing mostly, which quite honestly I do love. And I do post these later on. But yeah. But overall, I'm just another weird Gen Z who's just trying to figure out their place in the world and well, you happen to land right here on my For You page, on here on my live stream to watch me draw a reddish demon humanoid figure, which I'm getting somewhat close to working on or finishing up or wrapping up here soon. Still got to work on the clothes and the eyes. And then pretty much that's it. Okay. So, yeah. So here's what I got. Boo. Yeah, I do think, yeah, I do need to fix these. I don't know why. It's so hard to get like a good shade of red. I don't know why. It's hard to get like for me though, it's really hard to get like good shading because half the time I don't know if like the shading's going well, if it's like blending in well, or if I'm doing too much or if I'm doing not enough. Okay? I just gotta like figure out what it is that I'm doing wrong. And then if I can get it to the point where it's like, okay, um, that's all good, but it needs more. I need to work on like this. Because here's the thing though, if you know me, I self-critique myself a lot. Um, I self-critique myself a lot, which obviously I know that's a bad thing, you know, to be like your own self hater, um, which I know. And trust me, I've had my fair share of demons do that to me. But I also feel self-conscious or feel bad when people, you know, when they try to tell me things that are just notes that I need to take, but I almost take them as criticism and basically nearly like pass out. Butterfly Satan. I mean, I guess if that's how you want to look at it. Yeah. Where did I get a pic of? Oh. I didn't. First off, I didn't even know I was drawing your mother. But okay, if that's what you see, then that's what you see. That's perfectly fine. I guess. I don't know. Um, but I think you might want to have a conversation with your mother about that. Let's see. Okay, so right now I'm gonna be working on the shirt because I feel like I need to work on the shirt because if I don't, then basically it's incomplete. But then afterwards, I am also going to I'm also going to work on the eyes, which I'm just gonna do like I want to do like basic like make the sockets look black, but I want to add like some red just in case. I do want to add some red just to like show that it has like, you know. And here's the thing though, I understand like the goal for today is just for it not to look like completely the goal is just trying my best, okay? The goal is trying my best, trying to get as much as I can think I can do because I do enjoy the art I make because the art, for me though, art is very therapeutic. It basically makes me feel much better. It's pretty, aw. The guy sold me. What? You're putting honey in your hair? I think you got positive viewers today than weekend. They were very hateful bullying you. Yeah, here's the thing though. Whenever I go live on here, I get like tons of trolls on. I get tons of trolls on YouTube, and it is just crazy. I don't know why, but you know what? I just learned that people are gonna like send me flowers, meaning like they're gonna send me very sweet and positive messages, while some people are just going to send me dirt or just trying to throw dirt at me. Basically, that's a metaphor, meaning they're going to try to spread hate towards me and say all this negative stuff. When really, though, I should just look at it as a garden. Like, that's what I'm learning, okay? Just look at it as a garden, okay? Plus, if they're throwing dirt at you, basically that also means like they're throwing dirt out of their own garden, and pretty soon they will have no garden. That is all I can say. I know that sounds cheesy, but that's basically what I said. Basically a metaphor, okay? I like to say it's like a very fun metaphor to say. But anyways, okay. So here's what I got now. Here's what I got. And now we're going to be working on the eyes. We're going to be working on the eyes. So the eyes are pretty much like going to be the last part of the drawing that I'll be working on, and then afterwards I'll be done for today's drawing. Which I'm gonna be honest, before I started going live here, I had no idea what I was gonna draw, okay? I was completely clueless what I was gonna draw, but now I finally do, and well, here was the idea. The thought process was a little humanoid demon with, hold on, let's see, just add a little bit more red. Okay. There we go. And now, okay. We have basically, ta-da! So here's basically this is basically what I'm calling like the finishing touch before I get off live and just work on the outline a little more. But yeah, so normally what I do afterwards is I will post this later today or tonight, determining on if it's like day or night where you're at. But yeah, I will be posting this later today or tonight. So you can look at it, critique it, tell me what you think. Yeah. Yeah, so like I said, I'll have this posted later, and if you want to, I did post yesterday's drawing on here too, so that way you can go and check it out. Okay, so I will be getting off live here soon, so I do want to mention a few things what's going to be going on. So I will be going live again on Saturday as usual. I go live around 3 p.m. Eastern time here in America. So if you ever want to, you can click on that bell notification so you can be notified when I go live. I will also be posting short videos throughout the week. Yeah, I'll be posting some short videos about throughout the week. And yeah. And anyways, okay, to wrap this up, if you like this live stream, please hit the like button wherever it is. I really can't find it. You're gonna have to click the like button for me. And if you are new here, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. It is free, and you can always change your mind afterwards. And like I said, I will be live again. I will be live again this Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern time. So until then, take care, stay safe, and I will have this posted later today so you can go and tell me what you think. Okay? And yep, as always. Okay. And I knocked over my paints. Sorry, my foot hit my cup of paintbrushes, and basically they just fell to the floor. So, okay, I'm gonna clean that up after I get off live here. But yeah, thank you again to everyone who showed up on my live today. I will see you on Saturday at 3 p.m. Eastern time. Until then, take care, stay safe, and I hope you have a good day. Okay, I gotta clean this mess up because I don't want to get paint on these carpet floors. So yeah, have a good day. Oh, and mwah. Sorry, if you're new here, basically I always blow a kiss to the camera just in case, okay? Mwah. Bye.